Hi, welcome back here on the Senior Network. We're now joined by Becky Davis, the Cypress of Hilton head.
Good to see you.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and happy spring.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I guess it was the wintertime last time I saw you.
Yeah, and everything's greening up, and
the tourists are here. The island's packed.
I can't believe
I love it.
Yeah.
You can just feel the activity.
You can already. It's wonderful.
What's going on at the Cypress?
Well, just like with everyone else, with spring comes new projects and just like, revitalizing our marketing and activities and everything. And so, and the Cypress is no different. So, but first I needed to say that with the Cypress is celebrating their 30 years.
Congratulations.
I know. So we're going to have a huge celebration in April.
Yeah.
Music, and every day we're going to have a certain activity for the members and the staff in celebration of our 30 years. And I'm bragging, but I think 30 successful years.
Yes.
I mean, it's just been.
And you guys have continued to grow, continue to build your reputation, all in the right direction.
Yeah, and right, and I say this about the Cypress. What's so great about the Cypress is that we do bend to the needs and the changing of people's lifestyles as people, all these generations come through the Cypress. We're willing to make those changes, and we're better for it.
And as we sit here today, just think about the last couple of years as we've gone through this pandemic and all the changes we had to make, and here we are
did
today.
It with our head high, and plunged right through it. So
good for us.
Yeah, right, exactly. So we have this month of April, we're going to be doing a lot of activities because we are celebrating our 30th year, which is fun. And then I am looking forward to actually having an in-house public open house in May.
What does that look like?
Fingers crossed. I'll have probably the majority of all the model types on tour. Not that they're for sale, but members have to agree to open up their homes, and then we send out invites to folks to come on campus and to tour the various model types.
Right.
And it's a great afternoon, and people get to see a lot. And let's face it, there is a lot of pent-up demand to come on campus and to go, because people, it's nice to have a brochure, but it's once they see it in person, it makes all the difference.
Cypress is always in demand. You always have a waiting list, correct?
Oh yeah, we got a 200+ waiting list. Yeah, so we're continuing to work that, and that
but with
and the
that
open
said,
house
though, and
is
I'm sorry,
good.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry, but with that said, made me think about, because I didn't want the viewers to think that even though there's a waiting list, opportunities still come available all the time. So they need to position themselves to be on that, right?
And when I tell folks, if you get on the wait list today, you're not number 201.
Right.
Your number is the year, your priority number is the year you want to be called.
Right.
Some want to be called this year, some want to be called the next several years. We do say if you want to make the Cypress your home within a 3-year period, you should be on that wait list.
Exactly.
Because so much can happen with one's health, and let's go back to, you got to qualify for independent living for the Cypress. So.
Great point. You mentioned earlier, a lot of viewers may not know the difference between
independent living and assisted living.
Exactly.
And it's just because I've been getting these calls lately where children are calling saying, well, I think my parents need assisted living. And I said, well, tell me about them. Well, they're not driving at night anymore, so they need assisted living. No. They're still independent, but they need transportation at night.
Sure.
So they will be able to live independently. Yeah. But then you may have we look at the activities of daily living, and that their doctor has to determine what they can and cannot do based on their activities of daily living. To that point, if someone can't, bathe or dress or take their medications, yes, that's a sign that you need assisted living,
exactly.
Right? And at the Cypress, we do have assisted living, but we don't have a separate building that says assisted living on it. We handle it assistance in living, where the care comes to the member.
Absolutely.
And that's been a home run, going back to all the successful things we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So in other words, if you're living independent, instead of having to move to a different apartment or condo or whatever, no. You stay right there.
Right, and the care will come to you, and it's a very competitive fee with all the other home, because we have our own home health care agency. Sure. And it's very competitive rate with all the other agencies as well.
Open house. When are you going to try?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's sometime in May.
Oh, May.
We just we no longer have our mask mandate at the Cypress for staff and members.
Sure.
Only in the Preston. So I want to see how things go with that.
And get to that point.
Yeah. And we have a skybox at Heritage.
I heard.
I know.
Yeah.
It's great. So we get so many fun things to look forward to.
Great seeing you.
You too.
We're out of time again.
Great.
We go so fast, right?
It does.
Thank you, Becky.
Well, thanks for
Stay
having
with
me.
us. More to come here on the Senior Network.